Hello children, I hope you all are fine. Welcome to our social science class. In the last class, you discussed about the procedures of passing a bill. Here, we are entering a new portion. Let me ask a question to you. Who is the current Finance Minister of India? Yes, Nirmala Sitharaman is the present Finance Minister of India. So let me ask one more question to you. Who was the first Finance Minister of the country? Yes, Shanmugam Chetty was the first Finance Minister of the country when the country's first budget was tabled in Parliament on 26th November 1947. You already studied about the procedures of passing a ordinary bill. Now, we can discuss about the procedures related with the money bill. And you know, an ordinary bill can be introduced any house of the parliament, any houses of the parliament. But a money bill can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. Then, there are certain conditions for a bill to be a money bill. A bill deemed to be a money bill if it contains only provisions dealing with the imposition, abolition or alteration or regulation of any tax. A bill related with the provisions dealing with the imposition or abolishing or changing or alteration or regulation of any tax, such a kind of the bill can be deemed as a money bill. So, we can study what is a money bill. Any bill relating to the collection of revenue or expenditure from the consolidated fund is called money bill. So, we have to understand the word consolidated. Consolidated fund was constituted or created under Article 226 of the Constitution of India. So, the fund created under the Article 266 is here known as Consolidated Fund. So, how this fund is collected? All revenues received by the government by way of direct taxes and indirect taxes, money borrowed and receipts from loans given by the government flow or moves into this Consolidated Fund of India. So I think you understood Consolidated Fund of India. All revenues received by the government by direct tax or indirect tax, money borrowed and receipts or interest from loans given by the government flow into this Consolidated Fund of India. So, what is called a money bill? We can understand this manner. Any bill relating to the collection of revenue or expenditure from the Consolidated Fund can be termed as money bill. Let us see the different stages of passing a money bill. We already studied that an ordinary bill can be introduced any houses of the parliament. But our constitution states that a money bill can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. So, you might have listened, money bill can introduce only in the Lok Sabha. After the bill is passed by the Lok Sabha, it is sent to the Rajya Sabha with the certificate of the speaker that the bill is a money bill. So, after passing in the Lok Sabha, the bill moves to Rajya Sabha. Then, next condition, Rajya Sabha must return the bill along with its recommendation to the Lok Sabha within a period of 14 days. How many days? Within a period of 14 days, Rajya Sabha must return money bill to Lok Sabha. If Rajya Sabha won, it can write its recommendation. But next condition you can see, the Lok Sabha can accept or reject the recommendations of the Rajya Sabha. It is not compulsory. The recommendations given by the Rajya Sabha should accept by the Lok Sabha. No. Lok Sabha can accept or reject the recommendations of the Rajya Sabha. So what are the different stages or procedures of passing a money bill? Money bill is introduced and passed in the Lok Sabha only. After that, it is sent to Rajya Sabha. With a certificate of the speaker, this is money bill. Then, Rajya Sabha must return the money bill along with its recommendation to the Lok Sabha within a period of 14 days. Lok Sabha can accept or reject the recommendation of the Rajya Sabha. These are the procedures related with the money bill. We already seen the primary function of the parliament as legislation. We studied about the passing of the bill, ordinary bill, money bill. So we could see, or we can see now, other functions of the parliament. What are they? First function is legislation. Then second one, control over executive. Third, electoral function. Next, constitutional amendment. So we can see it. Control over executive. What are they? Asking questions. That MPs has the right to ask questions to the respective ministers. Then next one, deliberating or considering various bills and resolutions. Then passing or rejecting the non-confidence motion. Non-confidence motion here means it is a statement or a vote about particular matter or a person in the parliament. If in case loyalty laws, the members or opposition has the right to introduce non-confidence motion. That is here means a statement of a vote about or statement or a which is giving for vote about a particular matter or a person in the parliament. So control over executive, in that comes asking questions, deliberating various bills and resolutions, passing or rejecting the non-confidence motion. The next function is electoral function. Electoral function means it has the right to elect the most important personalities of the country. Who are they? President and Vice President. So under electoral function comes participating in the election of the President and Vice President. Then next function is constitutional amendment. Amendment means change or addition. Make timely change in the constitution. I think if you remember the first class of this chapter, you remember that 2 members of the Lok Sabha are nominated. But in January 2020, this Anglo-Indian reserved seats in the Parliament and state legislatures of India were abolished by the 126th Constitutional Amendment Bill of 2019. You understood? This is an example for the amendment or change created in the Constitution. So, timely amendment or change in the constitutional provision also can be done by Parliament. So, you understood what are the functions of the Parliament? First of all, legislation. Second one, control over executive. Third, electoral function. Fourth, constitutional amendment. These are the important functions of the Parliament. Can you identify this picture? Yes, you are able to identify it. It is about the Kerala Legislative Assembly. As we know, in India, there are state legislatures in all the states. Like the Parliament, in the central level, it is the responsibility of the state governments to make laws on subjects that come under the state government. Central level parliament make laws. State level, state governments make laws. We already studied that Indian parliament is a bicameral legislature. You remember that? Why? It has two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So let me ask, what about Kerala? Is it a unicameral legislature or bicameral legislature? Kerala is a unicameral legislature. That means in majority of the states, state legislature has only one house. Such legislatures are called unicameral legislature. Legislatures with only one house is called unicameral legislature. Kerala is example for unicameral legislature. So, we studied our Kerala legislature is an example for unicameral legislature. That means state legislature has only one house. Such legislatures are called unicameral legislatures. A few other states, on other hand, have bicameral legislature. Can you say Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Jammu Kashmir, Andhra, Telangana like states have bicameral legislature. That means their legislature has two houses. They are known as Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council. Legislative Assembly is the lower house. Legislative Council is the upper house. The state legislatures with two houses are known as bicameral legislature. State legislatures with one house is called unicameral legislature. Let us recollect today's main points. What were they? Money bill or procedures of passing a money bill. Then what are the important functions of the parliament such as legislation, control over executive, electoral function and constitutional amendment. Then we studied state legislatures, unicameral legislature and bicameral legislature. Okay, I think you might have understood the portion very well. Do this assignment in your social science CE book. Write a short note about the difference between a money bill and an ordinary bill. Then, I think when you are listening the video, you are keeping your textbook near to you and underlining each and every important points. I hope you all are studying very well. We can meet very soon. Okay, thank you.